hello and welcome back to Battleship, Iowa. What is your name?
My name is Jerry Fee, Naval Academy graduate of 1960, and I have lots of Iowa stories in my background. Lucky enough to be aboard the ship back in 1957 from first a midshipman cruise to Rio de Janeiro. Didn't see her again for a long time, but my roommate on my first destroyer was a fellow named Jerry Janecko. We were ensigns together. And if I woke him up one night as an ensign and say, Jerry, I just had a dream. 25 years from now, you're going to be the commanding officer of the Battleship Iowa, which of course had already been retired. He just said, you're crazy. Well, it turns out he was the commissioning commanding officer in 1984. I happened to be in Pascagoula, Mississippi, so I paid a call on him when the ship was just going back in commission then. Other experiences with the Iowa class, in 1967, the Battleship Missouri was recommissioned as only one battleship then. And they have a thing at the end of the recommissioning called a post-shakedown availability. I happened to be stationed at Long Beach Naval Shipyard right here, and I was selected to be the ship superintendent for that job, and so I got to know New Jersey very well back then. And then finally in 1982, when President Reagan decided he wanted to have a 600-ship Navy, Secretary Lehman called me in personally, mainly because my immediate subordinate, a civilian named Ray Scholl, was called Mr. Battleship, and he was the resident knowledge on it, and the two of us went over to see the Lehman. He said, I want to commission all 4 battleships, so I want you to go take a look at them and tell me what we can do with them. So Ray and I flew out to Bremerton, and we saw the, I guess it was the New Jersey and Missouri over there, and then went up to Philadelphia where the Iowa and Missouri were. Iowa and Wisconsin, I'm sorry. And we came back and said, well, I got good news and bad news. The 3 ships, New Jersey, Iowa, and Missouri are in great shape. Wisconsin's in horrible shape. And it'll cost a mint to recommission her. He says, Jerry, I said, all 4 battleships, I don't care what it costs. So that's the rest of my story, and I'm back aboard Iowa after 41 years since the last time I was aboard. It's a great thrill to be here and meet the people who have done such a great job of preserving this great ship.
Oh, thank you. So how's your old girl look?
Pardon me?
How's she look?
Oh, she looks awesome. You know, and oddly enough, she looked great back in 1982, which kind of shocked me. They did a great job of layering up that time, but looks better now because they've obviously improved the mess decks, much better bunks than they had back in the 40s, and of course a lot of great new weapons, the harpoons and CIWS and things that we programmed. I was part of the design team that put those things on, but then I went on to other things in the Navy, and I was the head of ship design for the Navy for a while. Then I became the program manager for building all the Aegis cruisers, and finally retired in 1987, and had a civilian life too. I was the president of the American Society of Naval Engineers.
Very cool. Thank you so much for sharing and stopping by.
My pleasure.
A little shot of your wife, Nancy, over here. Say hi, Nancy. Hi.
Nancy was there the whole time with me, so she deserves a lot of the credit.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you two so much, and come back and see us again soon.
I will.